Hey, what's up to all you amazing educators out here? Welcome to another episode of Next Level Teaching. Today we're going to talk about how you can connect with some of those kids that's like competing in the classroom for attention, what you can do to help bring in some supplemental income, and also how can you kind of help calm your nerves and your students' nerves as you're preparing for testing. Episode 16 of Next Level Teaching. Let's get it. All right, question number one. What you got?
This is Papa from Unidos Dual Language School. Mr. Anderson, what do you tell the teacher that has to compete with that one student for this class attention?
Yeah, I get it. So this is what I'll say. For worse off, I was that student. I get it. And so they don't mean no disrespect. I mean, some of them might, but most of them don't, right? I was competing for my teacher's attention. I was competing for attention in the classroom because I wasn't getting what I needed to get at home. I was hyperactive. I was bored. It was like really hard for me to sit still and be quiet. And so I get where that student is coming from. So I think what's going to happen is if you can begin to build an ally in the classroom, everything would change. So in my book, Next Level Teaching, I talk about how you can build allies in the classroom. Now, you should be able to point these students out, whether it's the beginning of the school year, the middle of the school year. Once you identify, okay, that's that one or two students that's always challenging me, that's always all over the place, you point that student out, you pull them aside. Mentally, you're like, okay, after class, I'm gonna talk to you. Pull them aside, see what's going on in their world, give them that attention, and then let them know, hey, I think you're a leader. Hey, I think other students look up to you. Hey, do you mind being my helper? Can you be like a governor or, can you be like my assistant in the class? Can you help me out? Give them some leadership roles, give them some responsibilities. Because when I was coming up in school, especially like middle school, we had to sit here for so long and it was hard for me. But when my teacher said, hey, Jeremy, come give me a hand with this or come give me a hand with that, it's like, okay, all this energy that's pent up, I can now release it by doing a task. And as I started getting that recognition, I didn't want to let that teacher down. I didn't want to make that teacher feel like I was being disrespectful. So I would just say, when you're working with that student, build a relationship, communicate with them, let them know, hey, I get it, but I see something inside you. I need your help. You're a natural leader. And I think if I had more teachers telling me that, it would have helped me say, you know what, let me try my best to control how I'm behaving and my attention and all of that stuff, and let me focus that energy somewhere else. So thanks for all that you do, but I just want to let you know, some of these kids, it really is hard, but they don't mean to be disrespectful. It's just a lot going on. But I think if you can really connect with them and you can bring out that leader inside them, things will really begin to turn around. All right, question number two. What you got?
My name is Gretchen Ghost from Unidos Dual Language School in Clayton County, Georgia. I was wondering, it's testing season. How do I keep myself and students motivated and encouraged through this time of year?
It's testing season. That can be hard. And when you're seeing your students sit there and take the test, my man Ryan said it best. He was a teacher for 14, 15 years. It's like watching paint dry on the wall. It can drive you crazy. So we're going to get to that. But let's just put the focus on the students real quick. I think there are a few things that you can do that's going to help them as they get ready to take these standardized tests. For one, let them know how important it is. Let them know what's on the line. Let them know this is not just another stupid test, because that's what they're thinking. I remember when I was in school, I was like, oh, I hate these tests. It's the worst. I didn't realize how important these tests were. So take some time and let them know, hey, this is a chance for you to show the world, our country, our district, your family, where you are. Let them know that they're prepared. Let them know that they've done their job, you've done your job, and that they're ready for this test. Make sure that when they go to home that night, that they eat the most balanced meal possible. Some of your students, they live in homes where they're always getting a balanced meal. Some students, that's not the case. So hopefully they have a balanced meal. Maybe if your school allows you, maybe you could bring some granola bars and muffins, just something in the morning, some fruit, because if they have, they're hungry, they're not thinking straight. Make sure they drink lots of water and get good rest the night before so that their brains are as sharp as possible as they sit down and take these tests. Then you want to lighten the mood up some. So crack some jokes, maybe do some trivia, make them laugh, because sometimes they can have the jitters, and then when they release that, then you let them know right before it's time to take this test, you believe in them. I think there's something special there. You say, hey, I know this 90 minutes might be long, but just know I'm gonna be right here in this corner and I'm believing in you. And as I'm walking around this room, because that's what you should do so you don't lose your mind, right? And you don't want to fall asleep on them. You let them know as I'm walking around this room, I'm thinking positive thoughts and I'm seeing the absolute best inside you. Okay, so listen, I know it can be challenging, I know it can be hard, but it's possible. All right, you do your part and I believe you encourage them, you pour into them, they'll do their part and they'll have a successful outcome with the testing. All right, great question. Question number 3, what you got?
Hello, Mr. Anderson. My name is Keisha Fletcher from Unidos Dual Language School in Clayton County, Georgia. I have a question for you. More and more teachers are leaving the profession for financial reasons. What are some of the teachers doing around the country to supplement their income?
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Let me say this. For those of you all that's following me on Twitter and LinkedIn and Instagram, I just posted a picture of the Time magazine cover. And it's breaking my heart. There are several editions that they're coming out with. And it's basically teachers are saying, hey, I've got a bachelor's and a master's degree, you know what I'm saying, but I have to take an extra job to be able to pay my bills. Or I live in a bed with my son in a 1-bedroom apartment. Like, it's some heartbreaking stuff, and it's not right. Now, those of you all that's been following me long enough, you know, if I could change 2 things about our country, A, we would take better care of our military and our servicemen and women who keep us safe, and B, we would do better for our teachers, because our school, they need it, right? The district, sometimes they're limited with the budget, but the government, we've got the funding. I feel like we should do better as it relates to our teachers and the pay. So just a few things that my team has actually shared with me is, some of you, there are some things that you're doing inside your classroom that's really talented. So ask yourself, man, how can this make me supplemental income outside of the classroom? Maybe you create a blog, or maybe you become a YouTuber, or maybe, you know, you create some different crafts and some different things that you can do that can begin to make some more money for yourselves. There are some influencers that have been teaching for 10, 15, 20 years that's making great money on the side by doing what they love to do. Now, maybe you say, Jeremy, I'm not a good blogger, I'm not a good YouTuber, I'm not into all of that. Maybe but I don't mind just going out here working and making some more money. My advice to you is to find a job or a career field that you enjoy doing. That way you don't feel like you've been out to school with these crazy kids from 7 to 3, and then you feel like, oh, I gotta go to work. Whatever that second job will be, you know, it should be something that will not only bring in supplemental income, but it'll also be something that you enjoy doing, like a hobby. So I want that to be something that you kind of think about, okay? Now, lastly, let me say this here. It's a shame that we even gotta have this conversation. Like, can I be honest with you and share my frustration? There was one of the recent candidates that's running for president. I recently heard this person say, now regardless of what your politics are, this candidate said that they feel like there should be more money for teachers. Something like 30 or something $billion. I'm thinking like, that's a lot of money. Approximately $13,000 for each teacher per year more you would get. Now that got my ears perked up. Not getting into politics, but that right there had me say, ooh, 13,000 more for teachers? Now we're talking. That's a start. Why? Because you're overworked and underpaid. So shout out to you all that knew you were not gonna get the money that you deserve. Shout out for those of you that knew you wasn't going to be able to have all your dreams come true, but because of your hard work and because of your sacrifice, people like me is able to live my dream. You know what I'm saying? Girls like Sabrina in your class and Timothy and Michael, they're going to be able to live their dream because you forfeited your dream. So I wanted to say thank you to every single educator across the country, across the globe that's watching this, that could have went into any other career field and made way more money and dealt with way less disrespect and drama and heartache, because teaching can be challenging. But you said no to that. You said no to the easy life so that students like myself could one day say yes to their future. And this is why our company is sending teachers across the country on the cruise. So check out this video that we're about to share with you next. Visit jeremyanderson.org and nominate a teacher at your school, because they could win our next cruise giveaway. You guys have an amazing week, and I hope to see you real soon. Hey, what's up, my people? Jeremy here. And as you know, this year, we're on a mission to reach 1 million teachers. So I'll be traveling that much more, speaking at convocations in school districts all over the country, doing professional development. Now, to show these teachers how much we appreciate them, the Jeremy Anderson Group is going to be sending 5 teachers on the cruise. That's right, and you don't just have to be a teacher. You can be an administrator, a counselor, social worker, bus driver, cafeteria lady. We're going to send 5 of you this year on the cruise. We'll be partnering with our friends at Royal Caribbean to create an experience you'll never forget. And we're taking care of everything. That's right. We're gonna send a limo ride to your house to pick you up. We're gonna take care of the round trip flight, and then we're gonna take care of the cruise as well. But I must admit, there is a catch. You can't go alone. Somebody has to go with you. And guess what? We're gonna pay for them as well. So we can be a spouse, it can be another teacher, it can be a friend or a child, but we're sending you on the cruise, and we're going to spoil you because you deserve it. So if you want to nominate an educator at your school, visit jeremyanderson.org, click on Cruise Getaway, and all the details will be there. I'll see you in 2019 as we take this to the next level. Hey, what's up, my people? Look, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and check this out. I've got so many more in store for you. So subscribe and do me a favor. Please leave me a comment, an emoji, a thumbs up, something. Let me know you're feeling it. Me and my team put so much energy, time, and effort into it, and it's free for you. Just let me know you're feeling what we're putting out here, and I'll see y'all real soon. Leave a comment. Peace.